Welcome to episode 7 of our Cape York adventure. After reaching the tip, seeing some sights, doing a spot of fishing and just relaxing, it was time to start heading back south. So here is the next few days of our journey. Yeah, good morning here from Melby Beach. It's our last morning. We had a good night's sleep last night and we're just pretty much getting all our stuff back on our bikes. Bit of rain last night, came down, just a light drizzle, so hopefully that might keep the dust down heading towards the ferry. So now it's all about checking all our straps and getting all the bike straps back on, doing them all up and getting ready to get back on the road to start heading south. So Shane's over the back there doing his. I think Steve's already done a little bit on his. He's just doing his final touches over there. We'll go over and see Steve's single room, here at Loyalty Beach. Old Sue looked after us and getting ready there, cuz, packing up, mate.
Packing up from Gilligan's Island. Feels a bit Gilligan's Island.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah, correct. Yeah, I tell you what, your room smells a whole lot better than our room. Anyway, how are your boots? Are they dry?
Out now.
Oh, that's good.
Gave them a good.
No squelchy feet.
I gave them a good solid scrubbing and gave them a good clean, and same with the helmet. They're all sitting there. Got a day off yesterday. Got a chance to dry everything out. So
that's it.
Looking forward to being comfortable for the next segment of the trip.
That's it, mate.
No
cool.
squelchy.
That's the view I've had.
Bit of weather around.
Yeah.
That's going to bring, but
hopefully just
light mist, I think.
Yeah, it wasn't much rain at all. So yeah, it's not a bad place here. Just little dongers. These are the amenities in here, through here. Just your standard male and female toilets, and then you continue around to the right, and you've got the laundry and the washing powder as much as you want to do in there, which is good. So a couple of loads of washing in here. Hello.
Hey.
How are you? Good. Just looking at the laundry.
Yes, thank you.
Thank
I'm
you.
organising the laundry for this morning.
Very good, very good. And you guys have this until about 2 p.m. and then we can come in and wash.
That's correct.
Fantastic. All right. Bye.
Cheers.
There you go. So yeah, very good. All the staff super friendly. Doing a good job. Steve, our breakfast is here, mate.
Oh, good.
Looks like we've got some breakfast now, so we're gonna get stuck into that, and I'll see you on the road. That's it. We have completely reloaded our bikes, rejiggered. It feels like I've got more stuff. I don't know how that works, but obviously I must have been packing better than before, than what I am now. But anyway, Steve, are you good to go?
I'm good to go, my friend.
I was ready. Shane's already nipped off to the servo to get some quick supplies. We've done a quick spanner check of our bikes, given them a bit of love, and as you would have seen, and now we're leaving Loyalty Beach. Left a bit of food there for the lovely lady, some smoothies and sardines and chips she's going to take. So bit of fruit. Anyway, that's us on the bikes. We've got a couple 100k to Bramwell. First thing we need to do is scoot out of Seisha and Bamaga and head towards the ferry, the Jardine. There we go. See you later, Loyalty Beach. Thanks for the service. Been a bit of a base station for a couple of days whilst we explored the tip. She's a bit more vacant right now than what it was a number of days earlier. So today's obviously a cloudy day. It did sprinkle a little bit overnight, and we've had a couple of little light mistings this morning, which is kind of good. I reckon the sun will be out later on this afternoon. so the locals say. It'll be a warm day, but yeah, it's still, I'd say 24 degrees with a slight breeze. So yeah, warmish. Alright, we'll see you at the ferry, I guess. So this is the main drag of Bamaga, or one of the main drags, I guess. The supermarket's on here, and the bottle shop, pub, and a couple of healthcare service centres. She's not much of a town, just a local Aboriginal community, I guess, with some tourist population increasing. That's the bottle shop there. Heavy restrictions on how much alcohol you can buy. I guess they don't want people loading up too much and running amok in town. All pretty friendly though. You wave and say g'day to everyone, and you know, everyone says g'day back, which was really nice. All the kids wave and gesture for you to pop a wheelie, which I'm not doing. Okay, so we got to stop at this intersection up here and wait for Shan. Here we are at the Jardine River. Got to get the ferry back across. Seems to be a bit of a queue. She's only a little one. It's a short ride, so it's $20 for a motorbike one way. So obviously $40 return. I'm not going to get too many more on for this trip once this 4B gets on and us 3 bikes. There we go. Thanks, buddy. There's our skipper up the top there. Better get the pass out. Here, buddy. He's not really asking for us. I do have it in here. Oh, don't lose stuff. Didn't ask. Nah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Jesus, old mate's put in reverse. Oh, the reverse back, roll back, nearly run over. Bit of drama on the Jardine ferry. River's flowing. We were fishing at the mouth of this river yesterday, up in the Gulf.
Weird, wasn't it? I got all the camera too. Did it damage anything?
Did it?
Damage anything? No.
Well, there we go. An eventful Jardine River crossing. A few crocs in there, I'd say. Back in the olden days, they used to swim across this one and float their cars across. Thank you. Cheers, brother. That's your little office for the ferry there. You get some fuel and some supplies. This is a bustling little centre, that's for sure. We'll get up in front of all the cars, that's for sure, and continue on. What do we got? We've got 180 kilometres to the junction at Bramwell, and we might have a bit of dust. Well, we'll see you there. So the legends there in the Navara just gave us a quick jump. Shan forgot to do one of his fuel cocks after resurfacing. Thanks to the legends in the Navara, just driving away there. Shan forgot to do one of his fuel valves after refueling yesterday, and he ran out of fuel just along this stretch. So we stopped just up here within my bike, and he played with his valve and got that running, but then all of a sudden his battery's flat. Couldn't start it. Tried jumping him, and then we thought, oh geez, we're gonna have to do a jump off my bike. I said, well, why don't we just hold on? One of the Forbies coming along here, we'll have it jump and lead, and they'll give us a real good kick off their car. So we did that. Shan's up and running, and we'll get going again. We're about 80 odd, 90k from Bramwell Station, so that's it. Anyway, I think Shan's up for a new battery, because that one's dead. Lucky that one there. Lucky, yeah. I mean, we had about 10 full drives past us there, so we're always going to get something. When you're on these main roads, you've got a lot of assistance in here on the PDR. So anyway, we've had a light sprinkle. Might keep the dust down. It's real windy. You can see in the background, it looks like it's going to storm. So anyway, happy days. It's going well. We're just coming into Bramwell Roadhouse again. And it was here a number of days ago is where we started the old Telegraph track heading north. And I can tell you what, the old Telegraph track is 1,000 times better than doing that PDR from Seisha down to here. Yes, it might be a lot quicker, but wow, man, that road was full of corrugations and dirt and bloody rain and dust. And anyway, we had some trouble with Shan's bike. We're here now, so there's Steve-O. Looks like he's all here. Get some fuel, and then we'll keep going. $2 for 5 a litre at the Bramwell. So we left the Bramwell Roadhouse and continued down some 5 or 6k. We've made a left now into the Bramwell Tourist Park, Bramwell Station. And this is a working cattle station in here, up on the Cape. I'm not sure of the exact size of this this station, but yeah, from all accounts I'm saying it's bloody big. And we took some photos out the front there on the big tyres. So I think that's the normal thing you do, touristy thing you do. And now we've got about 6 kilometres or whatever it is to get to the station proper. And it's supposed to be pretty decent. Live music, good feed, cold beer, and pretty popular. Our only dilemma is that it's early in the day still, and we haven't come that far today, so we'll see how we go. Well, this is the station now. Obviously Shan's been here before, so he knows where to go. Quite a few prime movers over the back there. It's kind of cool that you know, the owner of the station has, you know, opened this up to be a bit of a tourist park. So you know, you got a second income, and it gives us, you know, adventurers and four-wheel drivers somewhere to come, stay, see. There we go. Obviously that's the restaurant and live band, and that's the campground straight in front of us there. I'd say there are dongers on the right. And now we'll sort out what we are going to do. Looks pretty good though. So we've spoken to Ken, who manages this place inside, and he's told us that the route that we wanted to take through down towards Weeper is a no-go. All private property, fenced off, and or the stone crossing is a bit too deep at the moment, so it's unfortunate. We're stuck on the main road, so it's a bit early to pull up stumps here for today. There's a bit more riding in the day, so we're going to continue on and push down to Archer River, and we're going to set up camp there, I think. So So that's what we're doing. Sorry about that, guys. No live entertainment for tonight's video. It's still a bit more riding anyway. Yeah, so it's about an hour and a half, maybe hour 45 to get down there. So probably won't be a lot of filming. But anyway, well, right, that's what we're doing. We'll see you soon. And would you believe it? This is the only adventure rider we saw on our trip. Go the mighty DR. So not too far up along this PDR road is the famous Frenchmans track off to the left. And unfortunately on the way up we couldn't do it because of the level of the Pasco and the Wentlock. And we're going to do it on the way back. Well, we plan to do it on the way back, but unfortunately again the rivers haven't subsided enough and they're still very full. Looks like Steve-O stopped here. And yeah, we still don't think we can do it, so we've just timed it a bit too early in the season. But that's it there, that's the Frenchman's in through there. And I think it's just a bit full.
About a fourth option.
Oh, he's got a fourth option for us, alright.
Keep it on. We go and camp by the Pasco. We build a little raft of 4 logs and we float them across. Come on, you're an adventurer.
Yes, very true.
We're the first in the season to get our bikes.
How are we going to tie these logs together?
Walk that out, we've got straps and shit. Got ropes.
We'll need some decent sized logs.
No, we don't.
He's been thinking about this for a while.
I have.
Yeah, he has. Is the Pasco flowing, or is it just the river?
No, the Pasco flows like a motherfucker.
Yeah, right, okay.
Sorry, not as strong as cockatoo.
Is it similar to Normandy when we crossed that cow power?
We get up in the morning and we float them across.
Well, I have no idea because I haven't been there. Shan would have to make that decision on how hard it would be getting down and onto these logs, off the logs. Oof.
You can get down.
Anyway, Steve-O's thrown in another spanner in the works. I like it. He's given us another option. So we're gonna have
40 quality balloons with all these bags, all these roll bags, and weight our stuff across.
Yep. All right.
Fill the balloons up in there and make a raft.
Well, we're going in on the Frenchmans. We've had enough of the PDR. We know that the Pasco is extremely high at the moment, but we've got to try and have a look and maybe come up with a system to float the bikes across. Crossing some logs, then we've got some balloons in the panniers. We'll try and invent some way of getting these bikes across, coming up with some solution. So anyway, we've got a bit of time, we've got food, we've got fuel. Let's go in and have an adventure, eh? This certainly beats riding on the PDR. Being on the Frenchmans, I was quite disappointed thinking I wasn't going to make it onto this track. But now we're going to go in and have a look. So exciting times. Just make sure Shan's coming. Yep. All right. Let's see how we go. It's a decent puddle there. Here on the Frenchmans. Oof, pretty deep. My feet are wet. I was enjoying the nice dry boots. And we're on it. We're on the Frenchmans now. Heading to the Wentlock River. So we seem to have come off the main track and headed up another track. We're just coming up here, Recce, to see if it comes to a campground or if it comes to a bypass on the Wentlock further down. So we've just got to have a look here. Oh, geez.
Going right to left here. Yeah, that's correct. That should be. I'm going to leave my bike running just in case.
Yeah, I don't...
No apparent crossing here.
Go back to the back to the swamp. Yeah.
People in a car? No.
The car tracks.
A couple of cars standing. Great camping spot. Beautiful beachy.
Yeah, it's lovely. But yeah, no way to cross. She's pretty steep on the other side. And yep, alright. So we've come to our first obstacle on the Frenchmans here. We're on the main Frenchmans track heading towards the Wenlock River. And we're only some 500-600 metres from the river, but we've come to this huge bogmire, like a swampy type area here, this low-lying place. And you would have seen I checked some depth there. And it's not too bad. I think we could ride through there. But if we get one bike bogged, and as you saw a few days ago, bikes are extremely difficult to get out when one gets bogged. So we sent Steve on a recce. There was a trail off to the right that shot around the back that way, and we just heard a four-wheel drive actually get around. So Steve's just gone on a quick recce. Hopefully we'll pick him up with some comms in the helmet soon. He'll be saying it's all good. We've heard the bike going, so yeah, that's where we're at. And you know, things are just compounding a little bit, even with Shan's battery problem. He left his bike running just then up there whilst we come down to look at the depth of this little swamp. And then whilst his bike was there, it started to cook and there was steam coming up everywhere. So yeah, now we've got to deal with that problem, which should be all right. We'll let his bike cool down and then we'll have a look at that cap just to make sure there's still fluid up over those radiator fins. And if not, there's plenty of water here and we'll fill it up. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. We've got Shan's bike, we've got this crossing here, and then we've got to continue on. So it's getting late in the day. It's 4 o'clock. Yeah, just past 4. And we've still got a bit of riding to do and try and work out exactly where we're going to go. But that's why we're here. It's an adventure, and you've got to, you know, take all these type of challenges in your stride and see if you can get past them. If you can't, we'll just head back the same way we come and continue on. So we're back on the bike. Steve's found this go-around track that we hope takes us around that massive big swamp pile, which is on our left at the moment. And we're going for it now. We've still got to get to the Wenlock and see what's happening with that. But right now, we've managed to get around this mudlands. Shan is up in front and I'm following Steve, so we're all together still. Running some high pressure for this sand. I thought we were highwaying all the way down. There we go. Alright, that's around that swamp. Now we continue on to the track. We're back on the old original Frenchmans here. So that's the ascent or descent, which depends on which way you're coming. For us it's a descent. It's a couple of forbies down here. Got to give it a crack.
You got to try and get right through. The rocks are pretty good. They got to try and get through. What is it? The lock, isn't it?
The Wenlock.
As well. The postcode. Yeah. You just walked it. What'd you find? Out here. Yeah.
Oh.
Hard bottom. Huh? The rocks are sitting pretty good.
The boys are saying it's at their waist, just below, maybe on their hips. That's extremely deep for us. So here is the sacrificial lamb in the Wenlock River. Steve and Shan are over there, and I'm just trying to find a path that we might be able to get across. As you can see. Again, it's flowing. This is pretty shallow here, but just in front of me, just up there, really drops off. It gets steep. It's just above my knees. That's it. All right. She's just above my knees.
Yeah. Is there a hard spot between those two trees, like a straight line? The trees behind you and this tree here?
No, you've got to come on that line I walked. That's the most shallow line.
Is it?
Yeah.
What if you went further towards that next sandbank with the tree and then turn left?
And then you're coming across this unknown line here, mate. Like it's shallow just here. No, I wouldn't go any further up there. Anyway, I want to get out of this water. Well, there's half a line there. Possibly that you could do. What's the exit look like? That's up there. That's the exit up there and around the corner. She's a good one. Rightio, cuz, we're out of here. And unfortunately, we've been defeated on the Frenchman. The Wenlock is just that little bit. I was pretty confident that we would have got through the Wenlock. It was no deeper than what Cockatoo and a few of the others. The Pasco would have been another story, that's for sure. We would have had to come up with some kind of raft system. And a bit disappointing that we won't get that opportunity. Shan's bike is playing up. It's got an engine light on there and there's something going on with his electrics. You know, he cooked it a bit further back there and the thermofan wasn't on, so something's going on. So we want to get some airflow going, get back to the main track, and then we're just got to obviously hightail it to Archer River, set up camp and just see if we can diagnose what the problem is. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I don't like being defeated on an adventure ride, but anyway, it is what it is. What can you do? These things happen. We got to ride, you know, 20 so kilometres or a bit less of the Frenchmans, which is always good fun. Alright, unless something exciting happens, I'll be following Steve-O and we're heading back to the PDR. Cheers, guys. We're not far out of Archer River now. It's been a long afternoon and a bit of a slog. My tyre pressure monitoring system, whatever was holding that on, I can't remember, has broken. I've been holding it for the last 10 kilometres or so. Now that the speeds are a bit low, I'll kind of rest it there and we'll nurse it in. Archer River's only a kilometre away, if not less. We just got to go down and cross the river. It's a 6:15 in the evening. Yeah, it's been a big day. We've been riding or on the move now for 9 hours. Yeah, as you would have seen, we tried to go in to the Frenchmans. That was a fail. Well, not a fail, that's probably not the right word. The rivers were too high, we got turned around. And Shan's bike, as I said, has got a few gremlins we just want to sort out. So here we are coming down to the beautiful Archer River. Many people camp down here and looks like a couple of four-wheel drives there have stopped for a photo and check it out. Now I've ridden the whole distance with Steve beside me there. Shan's just up in front. We've sent him off earlier because of the bike issues. Look at that beautiful campground down there. Boys having a few tinnies by the Archer River. It's not too bad at all. You can smell the fires. Plenty of water down here, that's for sure. Still. Yeah, beautiful. And the roadhouse is just up here, some 50 to 100 metres. And there also is some camping facilities here. Maybe dongers, I don't know. I've never stayed at Archer River. A few people have got campfires in there. Fingers crossed Shan's here. Got a few things to sort out. Oh, you may have noticed too, my double take mirror is broken off. So I've got it down there, but the corrugations and the vibrations have taken its toll on it. So here we are, good old Archer River. Good to see Shan's bike here. Whew. Good slog, buddy. Hey, cuz?
I would like to say I enjoyed one moment of that.
I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. Yep. There we go. Archer River. Good morning from the Archer River Roadhouse. It's a glorious day today. It's a lot hotter than what it was yesterday. So we had a decent camp here, just out the back. Not much filming. We got in late. Pretty much bunkered down pretty quick, and we're up again. It's 8 o'clock. We had to wait till 8 o'clock to get the fuel for the bowsers to be turned on. So I just put another 10 litres in, 20 odd bucks. Shan's doing the same. I think Steve went for roughly the same amount of fuel. So all the three bikes are pretty consistent and similar in their fuel consumption. So yeah, so I did some little running repairs this morning. Managed to put a few more cable ties just on the back of this TPMS, this tyre pressure on the bracket there, just to hold that on, because they must have rattled loose over the last 3 adventures. And then also I just topped up my brake fluid, because I've got it angled so far forward. This might just have a slight slow little leak out of that, but anyway, just to make sure. I'd hate to for that to start sucking some air, and I'd have to try and bleed it out here and do something when I don't have the right equipment for that. So yeah, all good this morning. We're looks like we're heading down towards Cohen, which is only about 60 odd kilometres from here south, and then we're going to make a decision exactly which way we want to get to which way we want to go. That was old mate just over there. Good on him. Thanks, buddy. Gave me the brake fluid this morning in that big van. So he's a legend, dude. And in a few minutes time we'll be on our way. I think we have the biosecurity check. It's like a bit of a quarantine here, and from memory I think this is where they check for fruit. So what is it? What do we got here? The Biosecurity Centre. Declare all plants, soil, fruit and veg. Now I think I have an apple or an orange in the back, so I'll let them know about that. You would think that most caravanners and four-wheel drivers.
Hey fellas, how you going? Good, mate.
G'day, mate.
No bananas or apples, eh?
Mate, I think I do. Yep.
Need to have a quick look
Yeah, no worries at all. It's in my backpack just there.
I'll try and send it around if you have nothing.
Nah, here it is. I've got an orange there, sir.
Good, mate. Yeah, good on you. Yep, but nothing's got into him, so he's all good. I'll give him back
Is
to
it?
you.
It's all right.
All good.
Beautiful. Thank you, sir.
Stick around the side, eh?
Yeah, okay. Good on you, mate.
Thank you. Safe trip, mate.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So there we have it. So you're allowed to carry the fruit through this centre. They just want to have a look to make sure that's, I guess, no insects or flies have gotten into it. That will bring it further south down towards where they have the crops, I guess, where they make the produce. Thanks again, buddy. And there we go. Whoop. And just up there is my sticker, Tour to Outback 2015, when I was here last. Isn't that good? All right. And that's us through here. We'll continue on. We've arrived back in Cowan. This time we stopped at the general store instead of the pub, which is down there. So we've got to sort out Shan's battery problem, because this morning we fixed those terminals and we fixed the fuse and we thought that was it. But after refueling again, the battery just didn't have enough power to start his bike, so we had to get another jump start. So we've got to try and sort that out here while we're in this town, and then that will dictate, I guess, what we do for the rest of the trip, because we can't really be going to any remote areas and rough tracks, off the beaten track, so to speak, with a battery that's not starting. Anyway, so Steve's already inside, and we just got to go inside, might get a pie or something, and yeah, just chill and sort out his bike. So, got to sort it out, aren't we, Shane?
We are, mate.
Yeah, just another little hurdle that we, you know.
I'll make that battery fit.
Yeah, we'll make it work. So yeah, anyway, I think they do have batteries here. We just got to see if it's going to be the right one for that bike. Right. Plenty of supplies at the general store. What are they charging for fuel here? Looks like they're charging $1.85, nearly $1.60, $1.86 for a litre of unleaded petrol. And I don't know if they've got in the diesel guys, and they're charging, what's that, $1.85 for a litre of diesel. There you go. The general store in Cowan. Not a bad little general store here. They've got plenty of supplies. If you are making your way up north and you need to resupply, you've got everything you need on this side, and you've certainly got great, you know, all your fresh fruit and veg and meats in there, and then also you've got a good range of tin foods and sauces there, and also some oils and bits and pieces that you might need to work on your bike. So definitely got everything you'd need to continue on if you were in a jam. Anyway, time for a pie. So unfortunately we couldn't pick up a battery for Shannon's bike at this spot. The guys here, yeah, they've given us a jump. We've got it going. The bloke over there at the mechanic tyre shop has kind of helped us out. He tested the battery for power, but we think he might have sapped it a little bit as well, so that's why Shannon's got the battery back in now. Jumped it from the general store here at a battery pack, and yeah, we just can't risk it anymore, so we're going to scoot straight down the PDR to Musgrave, refuel, stop there, because we know, you know, if the battery dies again, we could get a jump start there. So that's what we're doing. So we're going to shoot Shan off first on the PDR, and just we'll vibrate our way down to Musgrave Station. That's it, mate. All good, Shan? Don't stall it, buddy. Yeah, that's it. All right, well, we won't be far behind you. We'll see you at Musgrave. That's it. There's Stevo there. All right, we better get on the bikes, get ready. Beautiful. Crossing the river here on the northern side of Laura. That's right, we're just out of Laura Township. Made that 140 kilometres or so from Musgrave, which was just pretty much a tarred road for sections, and then dirt, some corrugations, some road work where they're slowly tarring, you know, blacktopping that road all the way up. So, but the road wasn't too bad overall. You certainly can sit along there at a, you know, at a reasonable speed, 100k an hour, no problem at all. And here we are at good old Laura. Again, you see these names on the map, and you think, oh yeah, Laura, no worries, that looks all right, pretty good. It's got a few things there, but when you get here, she's a quiet, tiny little town. It's fantastic. Look at it, in the far north of Queensland. I have been here once before, back in 2015. I did actually stay in this town. A little pub pub down here on the left where I had a feed that night. Little general store, the motel, police station up there. Go up in the shade, I think. Oh, look at that. Looks pretty cool. Steve-O's coming in, yep. There we go. Here at Laura. Got to work out again exactly what we want to do from here. Shannon's bike seems to be going okay for now. Hopefully it starts now that we've stopped it. So here we are at the town of Laura, as you would have seen, and we just stopped into the pub, had a quick beer, and then we picked up a few more supplies. And again, the boys there are filling up the little esky, the portable esky that we've got, with some ice and some jimmies. And now we're about to shoot out of town back to a little campground that they've recommended for us. And we're going to camp there for the night with some cool drinks and a fire and a bit of a cook-up. Yeah, so pretty good. Not a bad little spot, this one, Laura. You know, busy little town, but everything you need. Got some cool little cars here. Look at this. This gentleman's working on this sidecar, this motorbike. Fantastic. G'day, mate. How are you?
Good.
What do we got here?
No, sidecar.
Oh, you don't know either? You're just working on it?
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, okay. Well, I'd say it's a... Well, it looks like there's a German SWAT sticker on the front there. Yeah, there we go. Look at that.
That's what it used to be.
Yeah, so I'm saying it's predating World War II. And I'd say it's something like in the 30s maybe. But someone out there might know. Pretty cool car. And this one here is an Austin. Not exactly sure what an Austin A40 maybe. I don't know. And the story behind this is a replica of a car that was brought up here and went to the tip back in the 20s maybe? I don't know exactly, but that's what someone was saying in the pub. So yeah, imagine going to the tip in that thing. Wow, crazy. And you got this general store, bit of fuel, all the four drivers fueling up, so yeah, pretty cool. Anyway, we're about to leave the town of Laura now and head back up into the bush on the old coach road and look for somewhere to camp there. And so we just scooted a K or so back north from Laura, and now we're turning on to what is known as the old coach road. And this will kind of generally head in a southerly direction, paralleling the main road, but just giving us a bit more of a adventure feel as opposed to being on the blacktop. So yeah, here we are, old coach road. I heard some stories that it's pretty adventurous. That's the race course in through there. Yeah, so I have heard some stories that it's pretty gnarly for a full drive actually, which makes it interesting for us. Been told that the motorbike should be able to get through pretty easy. It's a bit rocky and some snotty climbs as it gets up into the ranges. So yeah, it should be good after we've had a couple of days now of heading down from the tip, being on some pretty boring roads. So this will be really good now to get back into the some technical, you know. So excellent. All right, we'll continue on back off from the dust and see you further on, hopefully at a decent camp spot on a water crossing somewhere. So we've pulled up stumps for the day, and we've as you would have seen, again we've come in on the old coach road. We've come in about 15 kilometres to what is the Little Laura River, which is still flowing, a bit of water still in there, which is kind of good. We'll be able to go down there and have a tub, because I feel like I'm pretty dirty and I've got a lot of dust on my face. So yeah, we'll be able to go down there and have a bit of a wash and freshen up. And then we've just come away from the bank because a lady at the pub said there's a couple of crocs that lurk up and down around here. So we've just moved a good 50 metres away from down there in the water and come up into this grasslands here, and we're just setting up camp. So there's Steve-O just over the back there, setting his camp up. He's again running that no pole system with the bat cave and the bat wing on top between the two trees. Looking good there, cuz.
Oh, yeah. All right, mate.
Going well. And then
Dynamo's coming in bloody handy.
oh nice, that dynamo rope served us well this trip.
Sure has.
Sure has.
Doing a great job. Doubles as a clothesline too.
And that's it. Everything out. And then myself, I've come over and I'm going to go under the stars tonight, just on the tarp and the inflatable. Rough getting camping when I'm under the stars like that. So yeah, that'll be good. So I'm pretty happy with that. And then I think Shan, who's over the back there, he's going to do the same. Tarp down. He said put up his fly, or not his fly, his inner on his tent. He's not sure yet. So
I'll see how many bugs are around later.
well, that's it. Yeah, so that's our camp for tonight. Really good. So we've plenty of firewood around and some logs, and we'll set up a fire down by the river there on the rocks, which will be nice. Sun's going down. Bit of a breeze about. It's probably about 25 degrees. So you pretty much couldn't ask to be anywhere else. I've got myself a nice orange. I'm going to get stuck into that. And yeah, happy days. Right, this is the little Laura River. You can see all the way up there. It's just absolutely beautiful here, and a bit of running water here. We'll be able to sit on those rocks there and just have a relaxing wash and a drink, and then heading back up towards the sun, heading, I guess, northeast. Shan's got to go up there and try his luck with the line, so let's follow him up and see how we go. Got a nice cold Jimmy straight out of the ice esky, which is good. So yeah, cheers guys.
Set me up in your butt.
Here we are at the the Little Laura River. Steve's made a magical fire here, and we've got our nice ice cold Jimmies. We do. After what has been so far a very successful trip for the three of us anyway. Yeah.
We're all washed up.
It's coming to an end. I guess this could be the penultimate night, and we've probably got one more night camp left. And yeah.
Cheers to that, mate. Oh well, thanks for you boys.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers, legends.
For
Cheers,
being there and
legends.
supporting, and moral support, and being up the front, being up the back, and just enjoying this wonderful adventure together.
It's been great.
It's been great, hasn't it? We've had good weather.
Oh, fantastic.
Awesome weather.
Yeah.
Awesome trails.
Some
Great
good
camps.
Some good crossings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, some seriously good crossings.
And we've mixed up the motorbike riding with some good times as well. You would have seen the fishing, the
Yep.
adventure, and we've camped probably half the time and then stayed in a few dongas. So we've done really well.
You've got to have fun the whole way. You have to have.
Here's to you, Grego. Cheers, mate. Hopefully
cheers,
you're
Greg.
getting well pretty soon.
Shame you weren't with us, mate.
That's it.
Look after those ribs, big fella.
That's it. You'll be on the next one.
It's been great,
Canning.
hasn't it? And then
On the canning.
On the canning. It's something there, isn't it? Yeah.
one day. But then to finish it with, awesome fire like this on the little river, have a swim and a wash.
Rock